Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these. It's still fun, and I've missed it, but I've been procrastinating, and I don't know why. I've stagnated in some parts of my life, and that stinks. I've had a lot of momentum for like a few months, and it was really building. And I think I have a really bad habit of once things are at a certain point, I maybe give up. And I think that's the habit that's probably been keeping me back the most because I think, unfortunately, the times when I want to turn away are the times that if I stay, I'm going to be taking myself to that next level, to that next tier of where people don't turn back, don't give up. And it's confusing. It's confusing to do. There's a lot of reasons for it. Is it just habit is one, life circumstances and stress, like it's hard to really believe in myself about like music and art and the shit that I want to do when like I don't feel super satisfied with like my financial situation and my work life and my work life balance. And yeah, I'm sort of realizing that the work life balance is kind of going to be really, really difficult for the path that I'm forging. Like even now, right now in this moment, I'm deciding to do this podcast instead of spend time, eating dinner with my girlfriend who I love so much. And it's really hard because I think to just realizing that the way that this system is set up is so that to break out of it, you can't just abide by its rules. You know what I mean? Because like weekends and the hours after work and before dinner are not enough fucking time for me to move the needle on all these projects. Because there's about a million fucking things that I'm trying to do, and I do have faith that I can do them. I think that God is pulling me in these directions, and that this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But it's difficult. It's difficult. Work makes days go by so fast, and it doesn't even make days feel like your own, and it doesn't make it's and then it's like, oh, I can't relax during the week, so this weekend, like, instead of being super productive, I need to be super relaxed. But it's all super confusing, and I have not been locked in. I don't know if that's because I'm smoking too much. I don't know if it's because I haven't been in therapy. I'm trying to find a new therapist because I think that I need that, and that's going to make a big difference. And I'm not sure if smoking is a problem. Part of me thinks it is, part of me thinks it isn't. I think that maybe I have a tendency to misuse smoking, um, and it's a symptom of something else. My misuse of it, my occasional misuse of it, is a symptom of like my insecurity. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to drop it right now because it has been helping in other areas of my life where I am able to just sort of relax and be occupied and have fun and unwind from the day, which is nice. But also, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I need to be unwinding right now. Maybe I need to be winding up, gaining fucking more momentum. But I don't say all this to mean that like all is lost. I still think that I still believe in these songs. I'm so scared. That's really what it is. I'm so scared to release stuff. I released my first song on Spotify. Can we get an applause button? Woo! I released I released it on all platforms via DistroKid, and that's my first time fucking doing that, and that's awesome. The next steps are to upload the back catalog, my back catalog on SoundCloud from a million years ago, and then to just keep promoting that. I have a TikTok now, and I'm trying to promote shit on there. I might put this on TikTok. I want to have a whole cycle a whole content cycle where I'm streaming, doing a podcast, and making clips for TikTok that all serve to promote my brand, myself, and my art, the things that I create. More specifically music. I really love music and I am really good at it, and I think just the fact that I don't share it with people makes it unexciting for me. And I think that it's it was easy. It was because sometimes I look back on old lyrics and I'm like, wow, where did this come from? I feel like when I knew less about myself, it was easy to just like shoot from the hip because my understanding of the world and myself was very shallow and naive when I'm as like, a late teen and stuff when I was really rapping a lot. And now it's like in that time I've confronted so many parts of myself and my perspectives have changed a lot. I'm a lot less like nihilistic and stuff, and so then it's like I've just struggled to find that voice or to like the courage to be like vulnerable of this deeper understanding that I've discovered of myself and the world around me. And I feel like as difficult as that's been, the songs that I have are the best representations that I have of that. And that I need to finish them. I don't finish anything. I don't know how to fucking finish anything. I'm trying. I finished that song and I uploaded it on the full moon, and I'm going to try and upload something else on this next full moon. So I should probably get fucking cracking on that, but I have a few weeks, so if I just lock in for these next few weeks, then I'll be able to have something. It's all about consistency, but just, again, it's just like, where's the fucking time? If I'm following, like, I need to be way harder about my time because, like, okay, one of the songs that I made, that's going on this LP, is is like started out as a verse and a beat that I made during a week. There was a week where I was like, I'm gonna make a verse and write a poem or lyrics and make a beat for every day for a week. And from that sprouted an idea that was beautiful enough to become a song. So it's really just about consistency, but it's like, I don't know, maybe I need to just diversify what consistency means. I think at its core, it's writing and it's playing an instrument or making music of some sort, and that can be playing my piano and writing something. It could be playing my guitar and writing something. It could be uh, a beat, finding a beat and or making a beat and writing something. But ultimately, I am a writer. I'm a writer. I want to write more rap. Um, and then I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with fucking writing. But I'm trying to be consistent with it. I'm journaling every day just to get that writing muscle and just getting used to like expressing things. And I'm doing this, practicing just like talking in front of people and like putting myself out there in different ways. Because it's pretty fucking weird to be like seen and to have all this shit like attached to you. Like another reason why I was shooting from the hip so much and like writing so much is like I wasn't promoting anything. I was just making it for like my friends who already knew me and like just for myself. Um, and I can do that with like beats and stuff and some songs, but like I have a huge mental block of rapping. It makes me feel a lot of imposter syndrome. When I tell people that I love hip hop, it surprises them. I don't know what it is in my vibe, and I just am like, I just have a huge mental block, and that's something that I want to get over. But I think as long as I follow these plans of like journaling, praying, fucking meditating, fucking community and therapy and I already said journaling and just checking in with myself consistently week to week and having a schedule for creation, like, is going to make a huge difference. I didn't want to fucking do this tonight. I did not want to do this tonight. I avoided it all day. Even though I love doing this, I avoided it all day. and I'm doing it last minute. And I think that makes me think of a couple things. One of the things is that fucking that's just been the story of my life. I am the luckiest person in the world. I've been born into very lucky circumstances and I'm lucky to have the perspective and the experience that I have and the skills that I have. Point blank, number one. I forgot my point. But I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I think that it's just all about using those blessings and expressing them. And shoot, I really wish I remember what I was going to say. But I really do feel like the luckiest person, and it feels like here it is. I've had this pattern. I'm the luckiest person in the world, and I have this pattern throughout my entire life where I wait until the last minute. I slack off, and then wait until the last minute, and then I'm so lucky that works for me. My girlfriend is the least lucky person that I've ever met. She doesn't get away with anything, and I'm the opposite. I get away. I can skate by and do something at the end, wait until the last minute, and pull it off. 9 times out of 10 in an exceptional way. It's my entire academic life. That's just a lot of opportunities that have come up in my life. That's how it works for me. So I'm using that pattern and that confidence and that reliance in myself and my history that even though I feel like it's too late for me to blow up or do some of these things, it's like, no, I'm just waiting till the last minute, and I kind of thrive there. Like, I kind of thrive. I'm probably making something way cooler right now than I would have if I was doing it when I'm supposed to. And there's definitely a balance with that, but like, I don't know. This is just where I'm at. Where like big waves of activity kind of right before it needs to happen. But yeah, so I'm trying to get into a regular habit of making these regularly so that I have like a foundation and I have like a North Star to look to long term. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It's what's most important to me and what's going to be the easiest to do is on a daily level, writing, journaling on a daily level. There's no excuse for me to not find the time to do that. It's the easiest fucking thing in the world to just write out one page, not even thinking about what I'm writing. I can literally fucking close my eyes and fucking scribble, or I can fucking write every other line, just like anything that works to fill a page and is getting my hand moving and connecting my mind and my body and just the rest of the world, putting my thoughts on paper in a way that's available to other people, journaling, and doing this podcast. Just doing this podcast weekly. I've picked out a day for it, and I'm just going to stick to it. I'm just going to try and fucking stick to it. I have it in my calendar, boom, 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 notifications. And on a monthly basis, I want to post on the full moon. Just have a fucking beat, have a fucking song, have fucking something that I can post on Spotify and all those other platforms. And I truly believe that if I do these things, if I just, and adjust as time goes, but if I do these core things for long enough, the success will be inevitable. I truly believe that. I truly believe that there's something about me that I can get people's attentions and I can keep it there. And I spent a lot of time like figuring out who I am and like developing a sense of self and kind of spending a lot of time internal, and I just want to externalize it. I'm just done with it, and I know that people are going to fuck with it. I know that people are going to fuck with what I have to say and with the things that I do. I know that I have always lived an interesting life, and I just need people to put eyes on what I'm already doing, and then people are going to respond to it. Is basically the idea. Is that I've always made music. If I just post something of me making music, people are going to react to that. Someone's going to react to that. I'm always fucking talking and sharing, just thoughts that I have about like life or like how I see the world. I just need to do that. I just need to have a bigger audience listening to me and what I think or what I'm feeling, and people are going to respond to that. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. And I believe that if I stick to it, then some good things are going to happen. So, and these are the type of frameworks that are important. Like, I don't need to be the most disciplined artist all the time. I don't need because I need to live a life too. I can't just be 100% disciplined. That doesn't work. That's what I've been shooting for too long. It was like I need to be like being locked in, or like the way I'm gonna get successful is me being like, bah, like literally, like I'll have a thought, a little devil on my shoulder that's like, you need to fucking live in a fucking cave for like a year and fucking only do this shit. And it's like, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's gonna drive me fucking crazy, and that's gonna make me make shit that doesn't fucking matter. But I think that while there's extremes of discipline, and I think that I just need some regularity. Creativity also requires a lot of times confines. Every fucking novel is written on a page in fucking ink. That's a confine of the medium, or fucking every whatever. There's just rules to all creative expression, and as an artist and someone living an artistic life, I need to make hard rules within my life. So that's what I'm thinking. Trying to have a daily expression, a weekly expression, and a monthly expression. And I think if I do that for God knows how long, this is my fucking 5-year plan, I guess. I guess I can do this for fucking 5 years. And it'll probably fucking hit in like 5 years after doing this for 5 years. But I'm just ready. I'm just ready to lock in. I'm just ready. It's scary, and I'm actually don't feel ready. I don't feel ready to. I'm probably the biggest work that I have to do is to accept, is to feel like I deserve to receive and accept all the positive things that are going to come my way from living this path. It's going to be people who there's going to be people who like my music, and there's going to be people who want to see me do it live, and there's going to be all these blessings. There's going to be people who want to be friends, or like all these blessings are going to come, and I'm scared of it because a part of me thinks that I don't deserve any of it. And that's blocking all this shit. I need to remove that part from me. Because I do deserve these blessings. All these blessings, I don't need to be a starving artist for the rest of my life. I deserve the blessings of having put in work, put in time, to get better at things. Like I've done that. I've really have done that. And yeah, it's just hard to convince myself that I deserve that stuff. But I do, and I know good things will come, and yeah, it's going to happen. So it's just a matter of preparing for it. And this is a preparatory stage. And I'm going to find that confidence to prepare for these blessings, to prepare for, the work that it's going to take to live the life that I want to live, by having these tiny itty bitty fucking goals, the tiniest goals. This is nothing. Talking for 20 minutes, a half an hour is fucking nothing. That costs like zero fucking energy. Fucking scribbling in my journal takes zero fucking energy. pressing upload on a song, you know, maybe that takes more, but I have a whole fucking month to do it. Like I can't do that in a month. I can't make 2 minutes of something. That's the thing. It takes like 30 minutes to record a podcast, fucking 10 minutes to write a page in my journal longhand, and then I need to post like a minute, like a literally any length of audio. Like that's so possible over the course of a month. That's so possible. But yeah, I'm I'm excited. I am excited. I think I'm just trying to really be optimistic about the future because I'm sick of being pessimistic. I'm sick of being disconnected and pessimistic about the future. Sorry. I want to connect with like-minded people, and I want to be excited for the life that I'm going to live and have faith that it's going to come to me, not by because I deserve it to or because I'm entitled to it, but because I will have put in the effort to receive it, and receive it with grace and graciousness is what I want. Yeah. And another thing that this requires is just like constantly checking in with myself. I just I'm just trying to get in the practice of constantly checking in with myself of like, am I distracted right now? Am I distracted? And when I realize I'm distracted, going, hold up, let's reset. Stop. You're distracted. Let's reset. And it's takes a lot of that level and that type of conditioning for your mentality to be able to stay consistent with these things. Because if I was just listening to every distracting thought that I had and listening to everything, all the reasons that I don't want to do this right now, like like fuck, like you know, I want to be doing other shit, but it's just constant self-monitoring of your thought and your will and your intention throughout the day, throughout your life, throughout every hour, every minute, just whenever you think about it. And then as long as I do that, that is me pointing the direction towards these things, towards these goals, these things that I want to achieve and post, and then I'll be able to fall into those places that I need to be. But yeah, I'm I'm excited. I feel like a huge fraud in music because I haven't posted anything in a long time, and I feel like I'm chopped and unk. And yeah, I'm scared, but I also know that I make good music and I'm really talented. And it's good to have confidence in myself, and it's good to have like a record of me talking like this that I can look back on and be like, damn, shit, I guess I do really fucking believe in myself when push comes to shove. But it's going to take actions. Ooh, here's what I've been thinking about. I've spent a lot of time in the past like 5 years, like looking inward, finding the words to describe my internal world and talking about them with others, and trying to like find reading and finding the frameworks to process my inner world and my inner self, to find my values and to find the things that are important to me and just the core of who I am and what I believe and the type of life that I want to live. I've spent a lot of time doing that. A lot of time figuring out the perfect words for how I feel, what I believe, and etc. But I am entering an action-based phase of my life. I've spent this time in processing and like thoughts and words and language, and the truth is that language is so limiting and you can only understand so much of your mind. You can understand so little of it that I have a good baseline from looking inward enough. I need to just take what I know and just go. Just go off of instinct at this point. Just go off of instinct at this point, because as communicative and expressive and that language can be, the language of the universe, of the material world, is action. And that's way more complicated, and it communicates way more things, and more important things get communicated through actions. It's like the same mechanism, it's like the same process, kind of. The only difference is like, instead of figuring out the words to it, I'm just doing the action. I'm figuring out what my instincts tell me, what my higher self is telling me, and just doing it. Doing it, not trying to think about why I want to do it, just do it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live in an action-based point in my life. And these are some of the actions. These are me defining a list of daily and regular actions. Because those actions are going to be more important than any like limited ability I have to communicate to myself like my inner beliefs and faith and like ideas and ideology. Like that doesn't matter. Like if I told you everything that I think and believe, you would fall asleep and you wouldn't give a fuck and it wouldn't mean anything to you. But if I showed you through how I live, through what I create, through action, what I create through actions, that's something that can change the trajectory of someone else's life. Someone can see what I do. I see what other people have done, people who are great actors, who are great writers, great directors, just whatever the person is, great fucking, I don't know, welder, or just whatever you're good at. Like, I think when someone puts in that action, that resonates with me. That's a human thing. That's something that's universal. That's the universal language, is action. The language of the universe is action. And that's what I want to speak to now. I've talked to all these different parts of my psyche and myself and my higher power. Now it's time to talk to the universe in the way that it understands, which is action. And that's confusing and it's crazy, but it's the right thing to do for me right now. So I'm just going to trust that instinct. I am curious of where this will all lead me and curious of the journey that will get there. And ultimately, none of these things matter. This podcast doesn't matter. The fucking songs and all of that doesn't matter. Those are just landmarks as a part of my story, as a part of my life, and everything in between. Everything, all the moments that I was able to stitch together to be able to create this, or to be able to create a song, be able to write something, write a journal, write a thought, an entry. That is what's really important. But you can't sell, feelings. if I want to make a living, I need to create something that people can interact with and fund. So that makes me feel jaded sometimes, but ultimately I'm not selling out by trying to share my art with the world, with as many people as it could possibly help. But that's the path that I'm on right now. And I'm really thankful for this to be a part of it. This is kind of the first cornerstone, one of the first things I started doing to kind of figure this out, to get here, to get to this thought process, is by recording this podcast for fucking no one but myself. And I'm just going to keep doing shit like that. I'm going to keep doing shit for myself, for the people around me, because when I do shit for myself and show up for myself first, it makes me a better person for the people around me. And it's a life that honors, God and, my higher power and just the world, just like humanity, the human race. So it's super cool and it's super exciting to be alive and to be able to have the opportunity to think these things and feel these things and then to do these things. Like, I'm a human fucking living a life and I get to do all this shit. Like, fuck all of the I'm scared, other people's opinions, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, it's such an obvious cliche that doesn't matter, but it's so hard to internalize. And really, it's just so amazing to be a part of humanity in any way, and to be able to, express that and be a part of it is so beautiful, and I'm excited to keep doing it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Find me other places. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.